I'm just playing with live. Um, Even if nobody gets on here, it'll show up as a video. But I don't know how to turn it. Should I turn it? Nope. I got to turn it this way. I don't think it's, I don't know how to do this. Um, Orientation is locked. I don't know what that means. Anyway, I thought I'd hop on here if somebody does get on here while I'm live. Oh, I can see you. I didn't know if I could see comments, but I see you, Nicole. I'm just playing on the phone. I tried to do a live the other day, and I'm like, it said I had to wait 24 hours, but I thought I'd try it. And at least I can turn it around and I don't have to be on the video because, I have yet to be on screen because I don't like to be on screen. Plus, I'd have to fix my hair and, you know, put some decent clothes on. Anyway, I'm surprised it's working. I know, I'm weird. So I've been told I'm weird and I don't know it. Somebody I used to work with in the hospital, one of the CNAs was like, Deanna's weird, and no, not weird. Deanna's funny, and she doesn't even know it. You're funny too. Yeah, I was just gonna do this live, and if nobody popped on, then they just see it as a video. Nothing spectacular. I don't even know what I was gonna do. Play, I guess. Me and Lucy, she's out here sleeping on the job because the big dog's in the house. See, she's sleeping on the job. I like weird and funny too. Not cray cray, but weird and funny. And then I think, yeah, Sebastian's out here. It's hard to see him. He's asleep on the lawnmower. That's one of his favorite places. I meant playing on the phone. I was just transplanting a few things like this. That's a broccoli romanesco. And then I'm trying not to make you dizzy. And that one is a cauliflower and a cabbage. And that's the only transplants I did today. So far. I do have to, I probably made you sick right there. Find a place to put these Napa cabbages. I have a place for one of them. It is over here where something stole one of my cabbages. I don't know if it was a dog, a squirrel, or a rabbit, but it took it. See, look at this. This is I don't know if do you grow rutabaga? This is my rutabaga. Look how crappy it looks. Like it's not going to do anything. I'm probably going to pull them up and start again. This is the best looking one. Oh, let me get my paper out of my hand. This is the best looking one right here. Let me go back. But I don't know if it's going to make a root. Like, you know what I mean. Make a food. So I don't know. I may pull them up. You've already had your wine or started in the wine. Ugh, I don't like wine. Even the high dollar stuff, I've had it. I don't like it. I'll try not to move too fast, but I'm not used to, people being on here and me trying to move and talk at the same time with people. And then see these radishes? See those things? Those are the ones I've talked about that are acting dumb. Make food. My brain doesn't function right sometimes. But, when you get old, sometimes that happens to a lot of us. And these radishes, I bet you'll love these radishes. They're actually making some radishes. Can you see it? Guess what those are? They're behaving. So I might let my boyfriend have a few fresh ones, and then I'll roast the others. Like, it was full, like the one I just showed. It was full, and they would come up, and then it was like the whole thing would just come up out of the dirt. They're not making any radishes that I know of. They're just like, they're barely rooted. They're not holding on real well in there. Like, look. This one, see that? It's just barely hanging on by a single root. So I don't know if it was just too warm when I planted them. Yeah, that was French breakfast. If it was too warm when I planted them and they just didn't like it, and they had too much sun, because this French radish, even though they have sun on them right now, they get a lot of shade over there. Or maybe they just do better than these mix variety. I'm probably gonna. I told them they were acting like babies one day, like you tell yours. I don't know. I'm learning. Some things I do better than others. Like, I don't know. My tomatoes did really well this year, most of them. My peppers have done well, except for the bell peppers. Bell peppers are hard. They just are slow. Let's see. My eggplants are doing pretty good now that it cooled off. This pepper right here, last year when I grew it, didn't hardly do anything. But I grew it this year. It's a nocturne pepper. It's sweet. It's done pretty good. Considering when I bought the pack, it said 30% germination rate. I'm like, oh, that's not good. So, I don't know. They're doing good. This shishito, I think you grow shishito, don't you? Those things kicked butt this year. And then turned out I didn't like them. But, I know somebody that does it, so I give them to her all the time. And look at my lemons. I wish they'd hurry up and get all yellow so I can use them. I don't need them all yellow at one time, but I need 1 or 2 yellow so I can make a pie. A blender lemon pie. You blend it up, put it in a pie shell, and bake it. I don't know that I'm ever going to get any squash this season. I think I waited too long to try for the fall. I do have this. There he is. Maybe. It's the lowest I saw, I just looked, because somebody else on another live I was watching, is quilting group. I don't quilt, but I like to watch and listen to them and talk to them and chat. But, somebody was talking about a frost in a warmer state. Oh, it was Texas. Yeah. So I looked at mine, and the lowest I saw was 37. So these the watermelon and the zucchini may not like that too much at all. I could throw a sheet over them, though, just to, keep them happier. It is a cute melon if it will grow and ripen. I don't know. I haven't had luck with melons. Not sugar baby melons, not cantaloupes. Like these, I don't even know why I haven't pulled them up. One's cantaloupe and one is a squash. They look terrible. But I gave them some swamp water, so we'll see. There's a Brussels sprout. And there's the Kajari melon. This thing is ridiculous. Look how puny that thing still is. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Miss Betsy can tell us what to do to get more, to get our squash and our melons to behave, besides the vine borer. There's some strawberries from seed. Strawberry flowers. I think one has, yeah. These are the yellow strawberry. It's the only one that survived. I think that's what I need. I have 2 packs and they still, maybe I should get them from somebody besides Baker Creek. I mean, some things from Baker Creek have done well, but I've seen some people say that Baker Creek seeds don't do well for them. So, look at this. Let me pull it up. That's an ahi lemon drop. I didn't know it was that hot. It's hotter than a serrano. So I'll either make a powder and just maybe make a salt or something, or just save them, let them dry, give the seeds away, and do nothing else with that. I didn't know that was that hot, or I wouldn't have planted it. Oh, guess what I found? I killed it. I had another adult leaf-footed bug over just a few minutes ago. Over here on my Anaheim pepper. My Hatch, New Mexico pepper. He was on that plant. So, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not trying that lemon drop. I like spicy, but I don't like that's too much. And I'm glad that my dog, who decided to pick his own peppers that day, and one of them was a serrano, I'm glad he didn't try to pick one of those ahi lemon drops, because, man, he would not have been happy. Not at all. He quit picking his own peppers, though. Look, you see the bee? See the bumblebee? Are you on your lunch break? I haven't even had lunch. I need to. It's already 1:30. I don't know what I'll eat. But I'm sitting out here trying to figure out what container I'm going to put the other 2 of these. Something's been eating them. I don't know what. These are cabbages. The Napa cabbage. I figured you were still working from home, but I didn't know if you still had a set schedule working at home, so you were on your lunch break. I need a work from home job. Seriously. I gotta go work this weekend. Saturdays and Sundays, there's more, the orders pay more, and there's more orders to choose from. So I need to go. But I have to get up and take my boyfriend to work, which is not fun. I don't like getting up at 5:30 or 6:30 in the morning to drive him to work and then drive back home. So, I'm not a morning person. Not at all. Not till like 10, 11 o'clock. Yeah, like, I get up in the morning, don't talk to me. Give me a little bit. Well, you can go work. I was just messing around. Look at that mess. I used a bunch of those to do the fetid swamp water because I have 2 jugs of it. It's in this, but I filled those with water to dilute it. So, do you grow calendula? I have 1 calendula seed that came up, and I have weeds in the rest of this. And look at it. It's all dumb. Like, shouldn't it be standing up straight? I know, it's a mess. What did you say in your video? You're a junk person or something like that? And then you clarified that you meant junk around the place and not junk in your heart. Junk around the place. But yeah, that calendula, I don't know. I need calendula to grow so I can use it for tea and, all the benefits of it. But I don't know. There's my toothache plant. I'm surprised I got that thing to get that pretty. And there's 2 bell peppers that have been left to suffer in cups. I'll probably be nice and put them in a bigger pot to overwinter them. Yeah, I don't know why that's acting that way. It shouldn't be acting like it's like the stem is weak because it's in a good pot. It's been in the breeze. It gets light. I mean, it doesn't get direct sunlight, but its stem should be stronger than that, I would think. It is a pretty toothache plant. I have yet to see what it feels like to chew it. Supposedly it will numb your mouth, but I haven't done that yet. I won't do something like that until my boyfriend's home in case I'm allergic to it. Just to be safe. And I don't know what this is. I think I know what this is, but I can't really remember. Because, I'm old. These popped up, and I do believe these are can be used medicinally too. I just don't know. I don't remember what they are. But there's like 3 or 4 around the yard. And I don't know how they got here. Birds, I guess. Wind. Bird seed from feeding the birds. I hope I didn't step in that. No, I haven't chewed on it. And supposedly you can make a tea or tincture or something to help numb like your throat and such if you've got a sore throat, supposedly. That's what I read. Look what the squirrel, can you see how he's been digging in my stuff? Planting his little acorns. Crazy squirrel. But I'm not ready for a freeze yet. These plants aren't big enough to handle a freeze. And they could handle 37. But they are not going to they won't handle a freeze. Oh, and look how bad I am. I planted those leeks last year. I used a few of them. And I don't know whether to pull them out or not. I guess they'd still be good. Unless they're woody down there. I don't know. I need to pull them out and see. Use them as onion or something. Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to end this. I'm glad you popped on here. I know you're not on here anymore, but... Oh, never mind. There you are. I was fixing to get off here. But that's okay. I had just showed you, even though you weren't here, I planted the leeks last year. I used a few of them. And they're still there. So I don't know whether to pull them, use them, or just leave them. See if they get bigger. I don't know. That was my first time ever growing leeks. So, who knows? I need to... Well, there you're gone again. Okay. Well, I'm going to get off here. Like, subscribe, and share if you're watching this on a replay to see what craziness I have done. No, there you are. I keep going to sign off and you come back. Oh, that's funny. Ugh, it's hot. Is it hot? It was supposed to get up to 79 today. I'm sure the humidity's high. Ugh, because I'm just sweating in the shade. It's ridiculous. I mean, granted, I like living here and being able to grow all the stuff I can and, not be living up north and have very limited ability but to grow stuff. But I don't care for the humidity. The dry heat's easier to take. It was. And I thought it was miserable until I moved down here. You're like a bad ex-boyfriend. That's not even really funny because I have one of those. Actually, it's an ex-husband who won't leave me alone. He calls, I don't answer. He texts, I don't answer, I block. He follows me on Facebook, so I block him. Called me from prison. I didn't even know he was in prison. I thought he was dead because last I heard he had cancer. Calls me from prison. I answered the phone because I was working, and when you work on these apps, they block our real phone numbers, the customer and the driver and shopper. So it shows up as some weird phone number. So I answered it. And then it's like, this is such and such correction facility. You have a call from blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my word. So I hung up. He called right back. I was in the middle of working, so I didn't deal with it. And I dealt with it later, and I blocked that number. Actually, when he called the third time, yeah, that's right. He called the third time, and I listened to the whole options. So I did it while in the middle of a shop. That's right. And one of the options was to block all calls from that facility. So I did that. Well, now he's out contacting a mutual friend trying to get hold of me. It's sad. He's crazy, too. He's crazy. Yeah. So that's one reason I come out here, and at least one dog is almost all the time with me. So, which is good. Although he knows the dogs, but at least they'll warn me if somebody's around. Yeah, my big dog, Harley, the black one. I was sitting out here and he has this growl that is deep growl. And he stood up. I think I talked about it in my video. He stood up and the hair on him stood up, and he just at something in the back behind the fence. And then he laid down. So I don't know what it was. Oh, don't worry. He's crazy. And he's really, I don't know that he'd do anything to me, and I know people say that, but I have stood up to him and he backed off. And he came over here one night threatening to knock the door in. This was a long time ago. And a neighbor happened to be sitting out in the car with somebody else, and it was dark, and he didn't know they were out there. And that neighbor got out of that car and said, "Oh, the F you will." So my ex, he gets back in his car and he runs, he hurries off because he's chicken. So, he threatened me. He raised his hand to me one time. I know this is too much information, but he raised his hand to me one time, and I took a step forward and I said, "Do it." And he backed away. So, you know how that goes. A bully. Because if you stand up to a bully, they're really scared. So, yeah, I have good neighbors. And I have good dogs. So, and I have my boyfriend, and if something, he doesn't know all this goes on. He knows some of it went on, but he doesn't know about all of it because I'm not dealing with all that drama. But anyway, if somebody came in the house, yeah. So, a lot of information there. Oh, gosh. Oh, are you going to do anything after you get off work? We can talk over coffee. Are you drinking coffee now? Are you? I had my coffee earlier. I have one cup, and it's a big cup. It's like equal to 2 or 3 cups, all in one cup. But I only have that one every day. Unless, I'm feeling funny, frisky, I guess, and want a cold coffee. I'll buy one of those Dunkin' or Starbucks or something at the store, but I haven't done that in a long time because they're expensive. But they're good. I like them. They're a good treat once in a while. Yeah, I don't. If I have coffee at night, it's decaf. I like the flavor of coffee. I don't mind decaf coffee. Really, I don't. Some people are like, what's the point? But if you just want the taste of it, but not the caffeine from it, that's the point. And I don't like wine, so I have water out here. And I may have to drink an IV water today, a liquid IV, because I'm hot and sweating. I like those liquid IVs. The cherry one is really good. Ugh, me and my coughing. I don't drink black coffee. I like heavy cream in mine. That's my favorite. But the heavy cream is expensive, so I've been using half and half. And I like sugar in mine, but I'm trying to back that down to where I'm not using as much sugar because I know sugar makes you hurt more. It's inflammatory. So we get our not Costco, our liquid IV at Walmart. It's not too bad of a price, but I've heard that Costco has it even better priced. But I don't have a Costco membership, so we just and we don't drink it every day. So, but it's good. It's salty and it's sweet. I just watched a bee take a leaf into, see that pole right there, that gray one? It's just like a pipe of some sort, some cheap nonsense that I use for staking things up. A bee just took a leaf down into it. Don't know what they're doing in there. Making a nest. That's just weird. Yes, inflammation. And I already eat sweet stuff way too often, which I know hurts you. The bread hurts you. The pasta hurts you. So, I'm trying. Like, I'm $600. I bet your husband loves that, doesn't he? I wouldn't know if I had $600 at one time to spend. It's been a long time since I worked in the hospital when I made like $30-some an hour. But I can't do that. I'm willing to struggle, and I mean struggle, before I go back to that. No. Mm-mm. And it's not getting any better in hospitals, so I've heard. Yep. Still do bad. Like Little Debbie Christmas cake came out. Christmas trees. They're little Christmas trees, the chocolate ones and the white ones. And the boyfriend works at the grocery store and showed up one day with 2 boxes of the white ones, and then another day he showed up with 2 boxes of the chocolate. I'm like, oh my word. So what happens? I eat them knowing better. So I do try to eat better meals, but sometimes that just doesn't work out, like having sandwiches, although it's whole wheat because I like whole wheat bread, unless I make the bread, which I haven't made sandwich bread yet, but I'm trying to learn to make biscuits and artisan bread, and I need to make a loaf of sandwich bread and see how it turns out, because it's way cheaper than buying bread and it's better for you. He had Oh yeah, when we COVID money was good money. Uh-oh. I'm on low power mode, so I have to get off. It's got one yellow bar left. Well, I'm glad you jumped on here. You have to comment on the video if there was anything else left to say. And make a video of what you plant. Yeah, I watch a lot of videos about bread. So, a lot. The Needy Homesteader is a good one, but you have to watch the ones that are like 3 years old or older. I think it's 3 years now. Might be 2. She had a... I'm going to finish this one. She had a wreck. She and her family had a wreck 3 years ago, I think it was. Her husband died. She almost died. So she hasn't been doing a lot of bread since then, but she's been doing some other stuff. But she has some good stuff from way back. I watch a lot of her. Who else? Whippoorwill Holler. Okay, I'm gonna go before my phone dies. Bye, hun. Don't know how to turn it off, but this is sad. Bye.